Hello, I'm Ramon and welcome back to RC Modify. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do that now so that way you don't miss any future videos. We are doing a wiring update on the RLAARLO dual motor. Basically, we are going to be removing one of the BEC wires going into the receiver. We only need one BEC wire powering the receiver. So we're going to remove one. We're going to have a master and a slave ESC. So basically, upon startup, you're going to want to start up the master first because that one's going to power the receiver and then power up the slave. I should have did that from the beginning, but kind of missed it. Aside from that, when I built this, I did not connect the turbo wire. Based on comments that I had back and forth with somebody on previous video, it sounds like the turbo wire probably just increases the punch because it does nothing for the top speed. So I am going to put both wires in a Y splitter and connect that back to the radio. And hopefully that will probably help with the cogging situation if I use the turbo button. Let's cut to the wiring footage and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so here we are doing the wiring update. Basically, RLAARLO gives you, with the dual motor kit, they give you a splitter. But nowhere in the directions they tell you to remove one of the BEC wires that powers your receiver. You only need one BEC wire to power the receiver. So I removed one of the BEC wires from the one on this side, and I kept the other one on. When I was running both BEC wires, the steering was hypersensitive. It was probably getting way too much juice. The receiver had no issues with it. Nothing got screwed up, but probably shouldn't be running it that way. You don't need that much power for this receiver. The second thing is the turbo wire. When you connect both ESCs, you don't have two spots for the turbo wires. So I have a splitter here, and I'm going to connect that back into position number 3. I think that the turbo wire basically increases your punch level. According to the comments on my previous video, it doesn't do anything to increase speed. So I'm assuming it increases your punch level, and I'm hoping that might help out with the cogging situation I had. Also, I went through and reset the mesh. So that should possibly help. Okay, there is not a lot of room in here. But turbo wires back in. Okay, so that's the wiring update. Remove one of your BEC wires. You only need one to power your receiver. And splice or get a Y adapter for your turbo wire and plug those back in. That should be your punch. Well, it probably just increases your punch, I'm thinking. I'll find out after I get the car fixed. Okay, hopefully you found that helpful. So remove one of your BEC wires. You only need one. And reconnect those turbo wires back up. Splice them together or use a Y splitter and connect them back up. All right, guys, that was it for now. As soon as I get my suspension arm, I'll have this thing back up and running. Well, weather permitting, because it's getting cold out here in the East Coast. I'll try to get this thing back out and try to get a better run. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.